Hello everyone, welcome back. So good to see you here. Today we will be working on a flow for openness and opening up our chest and our heart, and it'll be a great easy flow for you today. Option to have a strap and some blocks, a blanket, maybe a pillow to sit on for the beginning of class, and maybe to place under your knees when we're in a tabletop position. Strap can be used when we're towards the end of class if you need it. We'll be working on a little bit of bow pose today. So I just want to set you up for success. So if you want to go ahead, pause the video now and go grab your things, and we'll go ahead and meet back here. All right, we're just going to begin in an easy seat. If you'd like to sit in an easy pose, you can come here. If you want to sit under a block or a pillow, whatever's going to feel comfortable, even a blanket. If you want to grab a blanket, you can. So my easy pose is a little bit weird. It just feels more comfortable on the outside of my foot to have it up on my leg. So right now we're going to go ahead and get started in a seated position and work on a little bit of grounding and breath work. Again, just like we always have, finding our center, sitting up nice and tall. Always remember that this is your practice. You take any variation you would like. Always know that you're more than welcome to come down into child's pose or shavasana if you'd like to take a longer shavasana. All right. So we'll sit up nice and tall, roll our shoulders away from our ears. Top of the head is reaching towards the ceiling as our bottom is grounding down. Eyes can remain open, or you can gently close them. Maybe you'd like to take your gaze down at the floor, maybe just a few inches in front of your mat. And breathe. Just begin to notice your surroundings, maybe any little sounds that you hear. Letting go of your thoughts. Not completely ever getting rid of our thoughts, but maybe just letting them flow through one ear and out the other. Noting them and returning to them at the end of our practice. And then bring your awareness to your breath. Just noticing your natural inhales and exhales, nothing fancy. Notice if you're breathing in and out through your nose, or maybe in and out through your mouth. Feeling the gentle rise and fall of your belly or your chest. And then when you're ready, we'll gently find our center. Maybe rocking forward, rocking back, side to side, very gently, not taking very big movements here. Just finding a spot where you can sit up as tall as possible. When you found your center, we will exhale wherever we're at in our breath cycle. Next inhale, arms reach up overhead. Eyes can open up, gaze towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands come through heart center, H-A-Ha sound. A few more just like that. Inhaling through our nose. Exhale, H-A-Ha sound. Again, just like that. Inhaling. Exhale, H-A-Ha. Eyes can gently close again, or we can gaze down at our fingertips. Again, sitting up nice and tall, not letting our back crunch over, our chest crunch over. Chest is shining and lifting up towards the sky. Shoulders pull down away from our ears. Palms are pressing evenly. Your right palm is pressing firmly into your left. The left is pressing firmly into your right. We'll take another deep inhale through our nose. Exhale. 2 more. Inhaling. Exhale. Last one, making this the fullest breath you've taken. Exhale everything out. Gently return to bowing our head. We'll seal our lips for the remainder of practice, inhaling and exhaling out through our nose, beginning to cultivate our Ujjayi breath. If you'd like to take a moment and set an intention, you may right now. Or again, you can just thank yourself for making it to your mat today. That's what I'm going to do. It's been kind of a rough week. So just thanking myself for being here. Maybe sending someone love. And when you're ready, we'll gently release our hands. Inhale, arms reach up towards the sky. Eyes can be open or closed. Exhale, hands gently come down by our side. Palms can be just resting, our fingertips are just resting on the floor. You can bring them to your knees. We'll take a few neck circles here. Eyes can be open or closed. Again, if neck circles are uncomfortable, you can just take your right ear to your right shoulder. Chin glides across our chest, left ear to left shoulder. Very gently, very slowly. Again, noticing where you're at in space, maybe coming back to your center if you feel like you're leaning forward. Starting from our crown of our head, we're going to work our way down, warming up our spine. Switch directions if you haven't already. Again, inhaling and exhaling out through your nose. And then we'll gently come back through center, sitting up nice and tall. Eyes can open here. We'll inhale, arms are going to reach up towards the sky. Palms are going to be facing forward. Chest is lifting. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, we're going to cactus open our arm. Inhale again. Fingertips reaching towards the sky. Exhale. Cactus opening your arms again. Chest is still reaching towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling here. Exhale. Last one of this movement. Inhale. Reaching as high as you can. Hold your breath at the top. Drop your shoulders down. Exhale, come back to cactus arms. Arms will remain here for our next exercise. And we'll inhale here. Exhale, palms are going to glide down so they're facing back away from us, only going as much as your shoulders allow. Inhale, brings it back, palms face forward. Exhale, rotating palms face towards the back of the room. Elbows are trying to stay in line with their shoulders, might be really uncomfortable. Inhale, so only go where your body allows. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, palms face back. One last time, inhaling. Exhale. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Might feel like 1,000 pounds as our exhale, hands come through heart center. Hands will gently rest on the tops of our knees, palms face up. We'll take a few shoulder rolls here. Inhale, shoulders to our ears. Exhale, roll forward. Inhale up. Exhaling down. Take them at your own pace. You want to get your arms involved, you can, lifting your hands up off of your knees. The only thing we have to remember here is to move with our breath. Inhale brings you up. Exhale brings you down. Switch directions if you haven't already. Inhale, shoulders to our ears. Exhale, roll down and back, opening up our chest. Inhaling up. Exhaling down and back. Again, remembering your Ujjayi breath. Inhaling. Exhaling through your nose. We'll gently come back through center. If you want to take any neck movement, you can. Eyes can open up again here. And when you're ready, inhale, arms are going to reach up overhead. You have two options here. We're going to cactus our arms open here. Chest is lifting towards the sky. Now you can take this exercise like this as we inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale brings you through center. Exhale to the right. You can continue with this slower motion. Inhaling through center and exhaling on each twist. Or if you'd like to pick it up pace, you can incorporate a belly pump. So you're going to be inhaling to one side, exhaling on the other. So we're not going to take that pause to the middle inhaling. So it'll look like this. I'm going to exhale right now. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keeping my elbows lifted, and my chin is going to follow along with my chest with this movement. Take whichever one you would like, so we'll come back through center if we'd like. Inhaling, exhaling, twisting, going for the slower one. Inhale through center, exhale to the left. Wherever you're at, be patient. Sometimes it could get a little wonky. Just a few more breath cycles. Lifting your elbows up if you feel like they're beginning to sag. Chest is lifting. Coming back through center. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale to come to rest down on our knees here. Beautiful. If you want to take any neck roll movement, you can. We'll take our hands out in front of us. Give us a nice little wrist roll, giving them some love here. Shoulders might already be tired. Just hang in there with me. You want to drop your hands down and give them a roll on your knees, you can. Alright, we'll come back through center, sitting up nice and tall, regrounding. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, gently twist to the right. Left hand comes on top of our left knee, right hand comes behind us. We're just going to pause here for a moment. As we inhale, reach the crown of our head. Exhale, twist. Focusing on your breath. Eyes can be open or closed. Not trying to crank you back here, but pausing. Feeling the posture. Breathing. Maybe we take our gaze a little bit farther. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand comes on top of our left knee as we inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, twist. And then again, pausing, feeling the posture. We want on our left shoulder dropping down away from our ear, and the spine is sitting up nice and tall, reaching towards the ceiling. Remembering to breathe. Maybe we take our gaze a little bit farther back as we twist on an exhale, but only if your body's allowing it today. Inhale, arms come back through center. Exhale, hands come to the tops of our knees. Here we'll take a few spinal circles. So we'll inhale, heart reaches forward. Exhale, round and back. Inhale, comes forward. Exhale, rounding back, belly button towards our spine. Inhale. Exhale. Flowing with your own breath, so if it doesn't quite match up with mine, that's fine. Don't worry. Take it at your own pace. And we'll gently come back through center, switch directions. Inhale brings us forward, exhale pulls us back. I forgot to mention, if you are on a block, you do not want to be doing this on the block. It's probably very uncomfortable. Sorry in advance. Again, flowing with your breath. Alright, we'll come back to center here. I'm going to turn so you can see me sideways, and then we'll hop off whatever we're sitting on if you haven't already. We'll give our legs a little shake, waking up our toes here. We'll spread them wide and then crunch them in. Then spread them wide, crunch them in. Just taking a little bit of time for everything here. Not just flying through all of our poses as we tend to do sometimes. You can point, flex, roll them out, shake your legs. So we've been sitting for a while here. All right, we're gonna sweep our legs to either side, coming into a tabletop position here. So our wrists are gonna be right underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips. If you want, we're gonna be here for a little while, so if you wanna bring a pillow or a blanket underneath your knees, you can. All right, coming back here. We'll take a few cat-cows as we inhale, belly drops, hips lift. Exhale, belly button towards our spine, dropping our head. Tailbone tucks. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. You're taking this at your own pace. If your wrists are feeling a little bit achy today, you can always come up onto fists here as well. You want to take any organic movement, maybe shifting your hips from side to side, rocking forward and back, taking circles, whatever feels good. Allowing your body to explore movements. We're not glued to the mat here, and that's the beautiful part about yoga. It's your own practice. You get to explore and then modify and take variations whenever you would like. A few more breaths here. All right, right, we'll come back through center here. Next up, we're gonna take a bird dog. So if you don't like balancing on one leg and one knee, you can always keep both hands firmly planted on the ground. We're gonna begin by taking our weight into our left knee, right leg will pick up. We wanna try to keep this hip in line, these hips in line. So we're going to press our heel towards the back of the room. Toes are gonna be tucked under here. Belly is pulled in, trying to keep a neutral spine if we can. Option to stay here, or you can begin to lift your left arm forward, breathing and feeling the balance. We're only here for a few breaths. So inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee, curl under. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Last one. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Left hand will come down. And then we're going to take these left toes to the mat. I'm having trouble with my lefts and rights today. And then we're going to gently slide it out towards the edge of our mat. So we're working our way into gate pose here. So before we come up, I'm going to face this way just so you guys can see the posture. But your left foot is going to be off the side of your mat if you're facing forward. So we want to double check that our left toes are facing forward and that our arch is going to be in line with our knee here. Now coming up into gate pose, we're going to gently walk our hands back as we lift ourselves up. So our left hip is stacked right over our left knee. Really need to work on my lefts and rights today. Okay, inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, our left hand will come down to the floor or a block. So have your blocks handy. You can grab mine here. Just to show you, to bring the floor a little bit closer. Inhale, right arm reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, reach past our head. Beautiful, breathing. We'll cactus open our arm here if you'd like. Option, chest opens towards the sky. Inhale, right arm glides past our head again. Exhale, chest opens up. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhaling again. Exhale here. Inhaling. Pause as your right arm extends. Eyes can be open or closed. Gaze can be down towards the floor or the ceiling, whatever feels best on your neck. Breathing down this right side of your body here. Pressing your palm firmly into the block of the floor so it pulls your shoulder away from your left ear. Inhale as we come back through center. You might want to bend this right knee as you come up. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, right hand to our right shin. Left fingertips reaching over to the right side of the room here. Breathing. We're only here for 2 breaths. Chest is lifting. Gaze can be to the floor or the ceiling. 1 more breath. And then exhale, we'll return back down towards the floor. Hands are going to be stacked underneath our shoulders. So I'll spin around here. So gently take our weight into our left knee. Right knee comes right back underneath our hip. Then we'll come back to our bird dog here. Again, resetting up. So we want our wrists underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips. Belly is pulled in, neutral spine. We'll kick our left leg back this time. Toes are flexed towards our face. Hips are working to try to stay in line with each other. can stay here or add the right hand as it lifts and reaches forward. Inhale here, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee, curl under. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale, reach. Exhale, curl under. Inhale, we'll gently take our left hand down, left leg comes out. Toes can touch the floor here. And then we're going to slowly take this left leg out towards the side. Toes are going to be facing forward. Again, before we make our way up, we want to make sure that our knee is right underneath our hip, and then our arch is in line with our knee. When you're ready, bring your block close if you'd like it. Then we'll inhale, gently rise up towards the ceiling, arms reach up overhead. Now I'm going to spin around here. As my left leg is out this time, right knee is bent, arms are reaching up towards the sky. Take a deep inhale. Then exhale, our right hand is going to come towards the block or the floor, right underneath our shoulder. Left fingertips are reaching towards the right side of the room. Option to stay here. Or you can take a deep inhale. Exhale, cactus, open your arm, opening your chest towards the ceiling. Inhaling as you extend. Exhaling, opening up, cactusing, open that arm. Inhale, extend. Exhale, open up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, open up. Eyes can be open or closed. Last one, inhale, extend. Exhale, cactus, open your arm. Inhale, extend. Left arm reaches towards the right. We pause and breathe here. Again, firmly pressing our right hand into the block of the floor, pulling our right ear away from our shoulder. Breathing down the left side of our body this time. One more breath. Inhale as we come back through center. You might want to bend this left knee again. Arms reach up towards the sky. Then our left hand to our left shin, right fingertips reaching over to the left side of the room. Breathing here. Option to open your chest, gaze towards the sky. Pause and feel the pose. One last breath. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, brings our hands right underneath our shoulders again. Weight comes to our right knees. Our left knee comes right underneath our hip again here. All right. Just tidying up my area here. We're going to take our big toes to touch and knees out wide, coming into a child's pose. Take a deep inhale and then exhale, press your hips back towards your heels. Fingertips are going to be reaching forward. Your head can come to a block or it can come to the mat, whatever feels comfortable today. Option to take any neck rolls or rolling your forehead on your mat, maybe rolling out your wrists, giving them a little bit of love because they just worked hard in our tabletop position. And breathe, trying to send our breath down our backside body. So instead of trying to fill up our bellies, imagine sending your breath down into your lower back. We'll take 2 breaths together here. Exhale wherever you're at in your breath cycle. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale, completely release out through your mouth. Again, just like that. Inhaling through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. And then seal your lips and return to your Ujjayi breath. Next inhale, we're gently going to walk our hands back towards our knees as we sit up. Grabbing a block here as we sit on our block in hero pose. We'll inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, cactus, open our arms. Then we'll drop them behind our back here. Interlace all 10 fingers or grab your strap. Inhale, chest lifts towards the sky, shoulders come to our ears. Exhale, roll them back and down your back as your knuckles try to reach towards the floor. Opening our chest towards the sky, our chin is lifting here, breathing. We'll gently release our chin down and release our fingers here. We're going to gently walk ourselves forward. So we're laying on our mat, keeping our block in between our legs. Setting up for our low cobra. Heels of our hands are going to slide back by our low ribs, fingertips facing forward, tops of feet pressed into the mat. Inhale, lifting our head, neck, and chest slightly. Exhale, release. Inhaling, elbows glued by your side. Exhale, release. Inhale, last one. Exhale, release. Inhale, presses us through a tabletop position. Exhale, sit back into a child's pose, keeping that block right where it is. Keeping our knees as close as we can with that block there. Readjusting here. As we inhale, lift up, maybe sliding the block back just a bit. Hero pose, inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands come to our low back, fingertips are facing down. Inhale, shoulders to your ears. Exhale, roll back and down your back. Inhale, chest lifts. Maybe our chin reaches towards the sky as our head drops back. Inhale, gently release. Pausing for a moment. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale as you walk forward, low cobra. Exhale as you slowly lower down towards the mat. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, release. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhaling. Exhale. Inhale, brings you up through tabletop. Exhale, press back, child's pose, hands extended, keeping that block there. Maybe keeping this as an active child's pose now. We're going to speed this little flow up here. Inhale, as we come gently up to sitting hero pose, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands come behind our back. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, gently release. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale as we come forward, lowering down towards the mat. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale, low cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, press back, child's pose. Active child's pose, actively pressing our palms into the ground, lifting up our forearms off the mat. Next inhale, we'll slowly roll up, hero pose. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands come behind our back. Readjust the block if you need to. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, gently release. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, come forward as you lower down to your belly. Hands slide back. Inhale, last round. Exhale, release. 2 more times. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, release. Inhale, last low cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale as you gently come up through a tabletop, press back, child's pose. And breathe. Actively pressing your palms into the earth. Head might not be touching the floor here, that's okay. We want this to be active. And we'll gently walk ourselves back up to a seated position. Tops of our hands can be on our thighs here as we sit up nice and tall. Then we'll take just a very gentle neck movement here. So shoulders pull down away from our ears. We'll start in the center as we inhale. And then gently look over our right, or look past our right shoulder. Inhale brings you back to center. Exhale to the left. This isn't a competition. Go slowly, not big movements here. You're not trying to crank your neck. Inhale through center, exhale to the left or right. Like a gentle little swivel. Not trying to crank and look back past your shoulders, just from side to side. Giving your neck a little bit of love. Eyes can be open or closed. We'll come back through center. We'll walk our hands out through a tabletop position, gently removing the block that was in between our legs. Alright, so we want to take our hands out 1 palm's length from where they were at underneath our shoulders. We'll tuck our toes, take a deep inhale breath here. Exhale, press our hips up and back, our first downward facing dog. So we'll go ahead and walk out our feet here. You can shake your head yes, you can shake your head no. You can shift on your heels and toes, wagging your tail and your downward facing dog. Whatever's going to feel good to you today. Doing a little bit of movement here. This is the first pretty big stretch down the backs of our legs. Alright, we'll come to stillness. Option to stay here. And you can begin to walk your legs out if you'd like, if you want to stay in your downward facing dog. Or you can take your feet to touch at the back of our mat. Inhale, right leg lifts. We'll bend our knee, opening up our hip, and take a few knee circles in our 3-legged dog. Slight bend in your left knee, so we're not hyperextending that standing leg backwards. Knee circles with your right knee can be big or small. And then try to evenly distribute your weight through the palms of your hands. If you're not feeling this today, you can always come down into a tabletop, taking circles with your knees here. Switch directions when you're ready, if you haven't already. Again, breathing, trying to evenly distribute your weight through your right and left palms. We'll come back through center, right leg reaches long. Exhale, gently bring it back down towards the earth. Beautiful. Alright, taking a moment, gathering your breath here. Feet up together in the back of our mat. Inhale, left leg lifts, bend your knee, open up your hip. Then again, take some knee circles. Always option to come down into a tabletop position. Slight bend in your right knee, so you're not hyperextending backwards. Weight is trying to evenly distribute into the palms of your hands. Switch directions. And when you're ready, we'll gently place that left leg back down towards the earth. Big toes to touch, knees come out wide, press back, child's pose. Giving your wrists a little break here, you can roll them. And then when you're ready, we'll gently come back through a tabletop position, setting up for a downward facing dog. Tuck your toes as you take an inhale breath here. Exhale, press your hips up and back. Finding stillness in your downward facing dog. All 10 toes are facing forward. You can't see your heels any longer. Slight bend in your knees to send your hips up a little bit higher. Breathe, reconnect with your breath. Don't hold your breath here. We'll step our feet together at the back of our mat. Inhale, right leg lifts high. Exhale, bend your knee, curling forward as you step this right foot in between your hands. Option to drop this back knee down. If you need a pillow or a blanket under your knee, you can. You can take all the exercises today here. Or if you'd like more of a challenge, you can come into a high crescent with me. So we want our back toes tucked, heel is over the ball of our back foot. Checking with our foundation, even if your knee is dropped, making sure this right knee is stacked over our ankle. As we inhale, arms reach up overhead, strong legs as they squeeze together. Belly is pulling in here. Arms reach up overhead. Inhale, fingertips reach towards the sky. Exhale, drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up again. Exhale, drop your hands back behind you. Interlace all 10 fingers or grab your strap. Inhale, shoulders to your ears. Exhale, roll them back and down your back. If you feel a little bit wobbly, walk this right foot out towards the edge of your mat. Chest is lifted, breathing, strong legs, strong back, left leg. Inhale, release your hands as they reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, left elbow to the outside of our right knee. Twisting. Beautiful. Breathing here. Again, always option to drop down, untuck your toes. Or you can stay lifted. Your choice. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Strong back, left leg. You got this. One more breath. Inhale brings us back through center. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale. Hands cartwheel down to frame our back foot. You can drop this knee as you heel toe your right foot back through center if you heel toed it out towards the side. Again, everybody will now tuck their back left toes as we step our right foot back to meet our left in our downward facing dog. Beautiful work. If you want to take any movement again here, you can. We'll take one breath together here. Exhale wherever you're at in your breath cycle. When you're ready, inhale through your nose. Exhale, release out through your mouth. Feet step together at the back of your mat. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, bend your knee, curl under. Step this left foot in between your hands. Again, option to drop this back knee down, or you can keep it lifted for a high crescent. If you're in a high crescent, ball is over, the heel is over the ball of our back foot. And then in any pose, we want to make sure that this knee is stacked right over our ankle. All right, when you're ready, get your footing. Inhale, arms reach up overhead, strong legs. Exhale, Then inhale, reach up towards the sky, shoulders come to our ears. Exhale, relax them down, breathe. Strong legs, core is pulling in here. Again, if you'd like to heel toe this left foot out towards the side of your mat, you can. Arms are reaching up overhead. Same thing on this side. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale, drop your hands back behind you. Interlace all 10 fingers. Exhale, roll your shoulders back and down your back as your chest lifts. Breathe. Inhale, chest is reaching towards the sky. Exhale, sinking low in your hips, strong back leg. Don't hold your breath here. Inhale, gently release. Arms come up over our head. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, twist to the left, right elbow to the outside of our left knee. Twisting to the left. Again, always option to drop this leg down, untucking your toes. Or again, staying lifted, strong, straight, right back leg. Breathing. Gaze can come towards the floor, maybe past your left shoulder. Two more breaths here, you got it. Don't hold your breath. Maybe twisting a little bit deeper on every exhale. Shaking is good. I'm shaking. You got this. Last breath. Inhale brings us back through center. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, cart with your hands down to frame this front left foot. Back knee drops, heel toe this left foot back through center. Now we're all going to tuck our back right toes as we lift our knee up off the mat. Left foot steps back to meet our right. Begin to walk your legs out here if you'd like. We'll take 2 breaths together now this time. When you're ready, inhale through your nose. Exhale, H-A-ha. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, H-A-ha. Inhale, coming high up onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step or walk to the top of your mat. Fingertips lift up off the ground. We're going to work our way into a forward fold here. So we'll slowly rise all the way up to standing. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, take your feet wide as you exhale, hinging from your hips. Chest is reaching forward, hands come to the floor. Maybe a block, or you can grab opposite elbows in your forward fold. Whatever works best for you today. So remembering in our forward fold that we want our weight to roll to the balls of our feet. Deep bend or slight bend in your knees, whatever feels comfortable to you today. Breathing and releasing, finding length in our spine. Remembering the point of a forward fold is not to get our legs stick straight, but to lengthen our spine, release any tension in your neck. So you do so, maybe turn your attention to your neck. You want to give yourself a nice little neck massage. As the top of your head is reaching towards the floor, the top of your head wants to touch the floor as you gaze towards the back wall. Reconnecting and slowing down your breath here. Few more breaths. All right, when you're ready, you can gently heel toe your feet back to hip width distance. Here we're going to key thumb and hip width distance. As we inhale, deep bend in your knees as we slowly roll all the way up to standing. All right, we're gonna take this into a chair flow. Everybody's favorite pose, I know. Inhale, arms reach up overhead, making sure our feet are hip width distance. Getting rooted here. Exhale, begin to bend your knees, sit back in your chair. It doesn't have to be deep right now. Arms are reaching up towards the ceiling. They can be open wide if your shoulders are a little bit tense right now, breathing. Chest is lifting towards the sky. Belly is pulled in. Maybe gaze lifts with your chest. Breathe. You can look down and see your toes as your weight is in your heels. Next inhale, we'll stand all the way up to Tadasana. Breathing, rooting down. Eyes can be open or closed. Palms are facing inward towards each other. Then our shoulders are pulling down away from our ears. When you're ready, next inhale, reach up nice and tall. Exhale, sink low into your chair. You got it. Maybe going a little bit deeper this time. Holding for 2 breaths. Last inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. 2 breaths. Shoulders pull down away from your ears. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, fingertips reach towards the sky. Exhale, sink low into your chair this time. Fingertips are reaching forward. Notice where your shoulders are now here. Reaching forward, fingertips are reaching towards the side or to the side wall. We want to bring our shoulders back in line. We want to bring them back into the sockets. Chest is lifting. We're going to take this into a twist here. So making sure our knees are hip width distant, feet are hip width distant, weight is in the balls of our feet. Breathe here, you got it. Exhale, right hand drops down. Palm is going to rotate to face the side wall as we turn towards the right. Pause. Next inhale will bring you back forward. Exhale, left hand drops down. Palm is going to spin open as we twist towards the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back through center. Last time. Exhale, right hand drops as we twist. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, left hand drops as we twist. Palm opens up. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, root down. Sink deeper here just for a minute. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale as we hinge forward, forward fold. Heel toe your feet out wider if you'd like. Deep bend in your knees, and we'll take a ragdoll, grabbing for opposite elbows, or you can let your hands dangle as you rock from side to side. Thanking yourself today again for making it to your mat, maybe returning to your intention. Then we'll find stillness in the center. We inhale, roll all the way up to standing. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands come through heart center. We're going to take our feet back hip width distance if you took them out wide for your forward fold. Inhale, chest lift towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold, hinging from your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, plant your hands, step back to a downward facing dog. Again, last chance to get any movement out in your downward facing dog before we take it to the floor. Want to shake your head yes, shake your head no, rock your hips from side to side. we'll gently take our knees down towards the mat, and we're going to lower all the way down towards our belly. We'll take our gaze to the right side of the room. Hands can come down by our side. Palms are going to be face up. You can rock from side to side here to get comfortable. Maybe stretch your right leg back, then your left. And breathe, reconnect with the earth, ground down. Feeling the earth support you underneath your mat. Next inhale, we'll gently bring our chin to our mat. Gaze is going to be slightly forward, past the tips of our nose. Palms are going to turn to face down here. Feet are going to come together, toes pointing towards the back wall, working our way into locust pose. When you're ready, we'll take a deep inhale. Exhale, release. Next inhale will lift us up. Fingertips are reaching towards the back wall, chest is lifting, legs are lifting up off the ground. Breathe here, don't hold your breath. Gaze is forward a few inches to the top of your mat. Next inhale will lift you a little bit higher. Exhale, gently release, gaze towards the left. Option to rock your hips or windshield wiper your legs. Breathe. Reconnect. Letting your heels fall open here. All right, we're going to take our chin to the mat here again. Second round of locust, palms are going to be face down. Heels are come together, toes are pointing back, legs are glued together. When you're ready, we'll take one cleansing breath. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift everything up, head, neck, and chest, lifting up off the mat. Breathing, lifting your chest as high as you can, fingertips reaching towards the back wall, shoulders are sliding down your back, toes are lifted. Breathe, one more inhale brings you higher. Exhale, release, gaze towards the right. Palms are facing up. You can windshield wiper your legs or rock your hips from side to side. Now we're going to take this into a bow pose. So you have some options here. Option to take 2 more locust poses if you'd like. Maybe with an option or variation with your hands stacked and the forehead glued to the backs of your hands, maybe lifting you up that way. Or if you'd like and you're experienced with a full bow pose, you can take this into a full bow. But today we're actually going to take this into a half bow on each side. So you have 2 opportunities to take a full bow if you're going for a full bow. Just remember, when you're going into a full bow, you want to grab for the outsides of your feet, ankles, or lower legs. Before you go up, we want our knees to squeeze together. Shoulders are pulling away from our ears. Toes are pointing as you inhale here. Exhale, release. And then an inhale will bring you up. Your legs are going to kick towards the back wall. Chest is lifting up. So that's option 1. For our half bow here, we're going to start on our right side. So our left hand and our left leg are going to be reaching long. Option to grab your foot, ankle, or lower leg with your right hand and work on it this way. Or if this isn't available today, you can take your strap and wrap it around your foot here to give you a little bit more leeway to lift up in your bow pose. So you can always play around with your props here. All right, when you're ready, we'll take our variations that we would like today. So again, I'm going to demonstrate a half bow. When you're ready, we're all set up here. We'll take a deep inhale, cleansing breath. Exhale, release. When you're ready, inhale, we'll kick up and back. Our left fingertips can support us off the mat as our right leg kicks back. Our shin is working towards the back wall, right shoulder is pulling back here. Maybe our left leg lifts off the mat. We're breathing, gazing forward. One more breath. Don't hold your breath wherever you are. Exhale, release. Beautiful. All right, taking a moment to catch our breath here. Gaze can come towards the left as you windshield wiper your legs or rock your hips. All right, second side. This time, half bows. Our right arm is going to reach long, right toes are going to reach long. Again, when we come up, we can come up onto the tips of our fingers on our right hand to give us a little bit more lift. We'll bend this left knee, grabbing for the outer edge of our foot, ankle, or lower leg. Always option to grab that strap. Again, cleansing breath together wherever you're at. We'll inhale through our nose. Exhale, release. When you're ready, inhale, lifts us up. Kicking this back left leg towards the back wall. Toes are pointed. Reaching. Maybe coming up on our fingertips. Maybe our right toes are lifted and reaching towards the back wall. Wherever we're at, we're breathing here. Don't hold your breath. One more inhale brings you a little bit higher. Exhale, release. Everybody come back down. Gaze towards the right. Hands can come out in front of you or come down by your side as you windshield wipe your legs or rock your hips. We'll come back through center. We're going to place our hands on top of each other. So our palms are going to be facing down as our hands are stacked. We'll bring our forehead to the backs of our hands. Lengthening through our neck. Chin is slightly tucked. Again, reconnecting with our intention here. Our thanks. All right, when you're ready, we'll gently release our hands. Hands will come by our side as we press up through a tabletop position. And then we'll sweep our legs to either side. We're going to come to a seated position now here. So we want our feet planted firmly onto the mat. They can be hip width distance or a little bit wider. We want to keep our knees at this hip width distance. They don't have to be exactly under our knees. That'll be really uncomfortable for our next exercise. Fingertips are going to be reaching forward. We want our shoulders back in our sockets. As we inhale, arms reach up overhead. We'll interlace all 10 fingers. Exhale, press your palms towards the sky. Using that as core muscles to keep you pulled in tight. Take a few breaths here. Then your next exhale, we're going to bring these interlaced fingers behind the back of our heads. So again, if you want to heel toe your feet out a little bit wider, you can. We'll lean back. Not really going to be doing a crunch here, but just a little breath exercise. So we'll inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, right elbow to left knee. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, left to right. Inhale through center. Exhale, right to left. Exhale, left to right. So just making sure your inhales are through center. Exhales as you twist. You don't have to touch your knee. Just using these core muscles, your inner thighs as they're working together. Just reconnecting and syncing our breath up without straining ourselves. Get going at your own pace with your own breath. Getting strong legs. Inner thighs might be burning now. Alright, inhale brings us back through center. Gonna take our hands back behind us. Fingertips are gonna be facing forward. We'll walk our feet back closer, a little bit closer to our bum. Then our feet are gonna be hip width distance. And we're gently just gonna lift our hips up off the ground. Inhale here, exhale, gently release. You might wanna readjust your hands so they're a little bit underneath your shoulders here for your reverse tabletop. Inhale, hips lift towards the sky. Exhale, release. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, release. Again, always readjust your feet or hands aren't glued if something doesn't feel right. Inhale, lifts you up. Exhale, brings you down. 2 more. Inhale, lifts you up. Exhale, brings you back down. Last one, and we'll hold for a breath. Inhale, hips lift towards the sky. You got it. Breathe. Maybe you drop your head back. Lifting through your hips. Breathe. One more breath. Next, exhale. Hips will gently lower to the ground. We'll reach for our block here as we're going to come up to a restorative bridge. So again, we want to walk our heels close to our bum. Hands come out in front of us as we slowly roll all the way down onto our back. Once we get onto our back, we might need to readjust here. That's totally fine. Maybe we walk our feet in a little bit closer. We're going to take our block and bring it right underneath our sacrum. So our sacrum is where our back flesh meets our bum flesh. So when you're ready, we'll inhale, lifting our hips towards the sky, pressing through our feet, gently sliding this block under here, and we're taking this restorative bridge pose. Hands can open up wide as you slow down your heart rate, slow down your breathing, returning to your breath. Feet are hip width distance, knees are hip width distance. If you need to adjust the block, you can. If something doesn't feel right. You don't want your bums melting off the block. So it might be a little bit too far up on your back if you're there. And then you don't really want your backs melting off the block here. So you can see my back is coming off the block. So we kind of want to find that middle ground for our block to support us. Might take a little bit of adjusting, but no worries. And breathing, refocusing on your intention. Option to stay here, or you can kick your legs up into the Vinyasa Karani. Then readjust if you need to. And roll out your ankles here. Maybe bend your knees, open up your hips. Soles of your feet can touch. Whatever movement you need to take, you can take it right now. If you want to jump off your block and take some other movements, you can. If you want to take this position over to the wall for your Shavasana, you can pause the video now and take your legs up the wall. legs are up in deep Burrito Karani and you don't want to stay there for your Shavasana, we'll gently bring them down back into this restorative bridge. Gently press our feet into the earth as we lift our hips up, removing a block here. An option to take any other movement. If you'd like to join me for a happy baby, you can bend your knees. Thighs are working parallel to the floor. Soles of the feet are reaching towards the ceiling. Option to grab your outer feet, your calves, your thighs, whatever is available to you today. Maybe peace fingers to your yogi toes, and then you can gently take any movement. When you're ready, we'll gently bring our knees back together into our chest. Give them a nice hug in. Take a deep inhale, belly expands. Exhale, pull everything in, forehead to knees. Give yourself one last hug. Thank you for coming to your mat today. And then gently release. If you want to pause the video now to take a longer Shavasana, you may. When you're ready, we'll gently make our way into our final resting pose. Again, always encourage you guys to take up as much space as possible. Returning to your normal breathing patterns, letting go of any stress on the breath, or focus on the breath rather. Pulling your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Letting your eyes gently fall closed. Letting your feet fall open. As your toes turn off, feet turn off. Legs rest and relax. The only movement you feel is the rise and fall of your belly. As your arms are being held up by the earth, shoulders are melting down. When you're ready, begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Then when you feel comfortable, gently turn onto your favorite side, resting your head and your arm. Taking a moment before you gently press yourself up to a seated, comfortable position. Eyes can remain closed here. We'll take one last breath together as we inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands come through heart center. So we gently bow our head to our fingertips, returning to our intentions, our thanks, our love. Thank you so much for flowing along with me. It's always truly an honor. The light in me honors, acknowledges the light in me. Namaste.